recording this. And hopefully it says it's recording. Okay. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hey. So that we keep these monthly calls kind of short, and I like them just to bring us together, just to see everybody's faces. And what I love about this group call is that it really does kind of highlight that we're a very diverse group. I mean, that we're not all on the same team. We don't all have the same, we're all on the same team, all on Dr. Anderson's team and mine, but that we come from all these different backgrounds. We all have different stories, and yet we've all had amazing results with this program. So, and with our businesses as well, many of us. So I just want to really congratulate for July. I love when I see people just suddenly take off. And since she's on the call right here, I'll just say we had Tina Evans, who I sent her a little text. I'm like, hey, you're like, whatever, $250 away from manager. Boom, she's manager. So congratulations, Tina.
Thank you. Thank you.
What did it take? How do you think that happened?
I don't know. I just had a couple of big orders. Coming off of convention, I ordered my husband wanted a box, so we ordered for him the whole kit for Optavia, and I ordered one too because I wanted the samples. And
but that didn't count toward you being manager.
Yeah, no. But then I, coming back, telling everybody about it, raving about the food. I lost 5 pounds that weekend. And I had a couple of big orders. So that's what put me over the top.
We have some background noise from somebody. So maybe if we're not talking, we can, so that, and then, unmute when the time comes. I think that's awesome because I think it was just like, oh, okay, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's all we need to do with somebody is to just let them know, because I don't even think you knew how close you were.
I didn't know how close I was. No.
All right. And then we had another new manager too, Gina Tobin, hit manager this month as well for the first time. And then we had 3 brand new senior coaches on the team, Kathleen Dutkowitz, Colleen Franciosa, and Jim McLeod. And Jim was out at convention, and it was his first convention. And obviously he came back and just saw the light and made things happen. So I think we're going to see a lot more stuff happening next month with a lot of different people. We've got so many exciting things happening. So what I really wanted to do tonight was to ask the people who were at convention. Hey, Kate, I wanted to ask the people who were at convention to please just share something that really meant something to you, and maybe an aha moment or a takeaway. And I want to ask Libby, would you share first, because everybody on the call may not know that Libby came to convention as a client. She was not a health coach. She came as a client. Came up to the room on Thursday night when we all kind of shared our stories and stuff like that, and came home from convention. So Libby, just share with everybody, because we're recording this for coaches who weren't there to hear about it. What was the takeaway for you? What did this mean to you?
Well, I think the things that really touched me, there were just so many events that brought tears to my eyes when I saw all the success stories and how clearly everyone was there for helping other people and just selling.
Yeah.
And that was a real plus. I just felt the energy of the love.
And it starts from the top in our organization. I mean, you saw Dr. Anderson. I mean, he walked on the stage. The first thing he did was start to cry, I think, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so many people. I mean, I was amazed.
Well, because I think what we do, it's hard to, I came from corporate life, and a lot of other people, do the same thing. You don't get that sense of really changing lives and making such an impact like you do in this. So I'm glad. So that was your takeaway, and we're really thrilled to have you here and joining us to help get people healthy this whole country.
I'm glad to be here.
Oh, good. All right. And so I just want to throw it open to whoever wants to. So let me, you know what? If you don't mind, let me start just real quickly. For me, the turning point, and I might cry in a minute as I say this. For me, when I heard Gina Eccles get up on stage, and it was funny because I just had a conversation with Tina, who was right in the row in front of me, and she said, you know what, I want to set up a weekly call with you. I really want to get on track. I want to really start being disciplined about the way I approach this. And we must have spent 5 minutes like, well, no, I can't do Tuesday at 2. Well, I can't do Wednesday at 3. We went back and forth and back and forth. And then Gina Eccles got on stage, and she talked about ISG. And she said that was what really helped her business grow. And the I was be inconvenienced for a season. You know, do things that are not convenient for you at a time that may not be, where you'd prefer to be doing something else. And that just resonated with me. And I thought, oh my gosh, what did I just do with Tina? It wasn't convenient the times we were talking about. So my coming back, the biggest thing for me is that I have made the decision that I want to be inconvenienced by any of my coaches, any of my clients. This is too important for me to do it when it's convenient for me to do it. So that was her I. The S was, and I love this too, and I still need a lot of help with this, simplify to simply fly. You know, she was trying to reinvent everything. You know, she could do it better. You know, she'll take whatever and make it her own. Just follow the simple systems. And then the G was, this is a gift that we have, give it away. If you hold on to it, you don't do anybody, it does nobody any good. So give it away. So for me, that was just a huge, huge takeaway. And I've already seen the actions that I've taken since convention start to pay off with my clients and with my coaches. So that was worth the price of admission just to have that moment for me. And it was it was like, boom, like I could have had a V8 kind of thing. Boom. So that was for me. All right, who else has something that they really would like to share with the group that went to convention?
Joan,
Yes.
I have to say that I've been to every convention since 2012 when I joined, but the love in those general sessions was immense and unbelievable. The care that's given for us as the coaches and the appreciation from the top down is just amazing. And probably the thing that hits me most, and they repeated it over and over again, and we all know this, but we all need to be reminded of this. People are praying at night for what we have. I was one of those people,
Yep.
you know, 5 years ago. So, you know, don't be afraid to share because you don't know, don't judge. You have no idea how it's going to affect somebody's life.
Yeah. You know, I would bet that everybody has had this experience, or if you haven't, you will have it, where I reached out to someone that I met at an event, or I added them to my newsletter list or whatever, and they called me, or I called them, and they said, you have no idea. I was in the shower this morning. It's always in the shower. People must pray a lot in the shower. And I've had 2 or 3 people say to me, I was in the shower this morning, just in tears, saying, please God, just send me something. I need help. And then your newsletter came, or your email came, or you called me, or whatever. So yeah, that's absolutely perfect, Linda. Thank you for bringing that to our attention, because I've had that happen. Who else has had that happen, where somebody says something just like that to you, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. Who else has something that really made a difference for them? Obviously, the whole new line, all the fuelings and stuff. But who has something that they really, it moved them and made them decide to come back and do things differently?
Joan,
Yeah.
this is Jody.
Hey, Jody.
This was actually I had it wrong. This is actually our 8th convention that we attended. I thought it was our 7th. Harry's like, no, it was our 8th. Which obviously time flies. But Gina Eccles, yes, what you shared earlier, that was very profound for me. And you and I had talked about that, about being inconvenienced. That was kind of a smack in the middle of the forehead for me as well. And then we were in, I think it was either Doug Wood or Dan Valentine's workshop. And one of them said, what has to change for things to change? And that I keep repeating to myself daily. What have I been doing that needs to change so things can change and move forward and build that momentum again?
Is there something that you that really just like jumped out at you that this is something I need to change? Because it could be something that would help other people on the call too.
Asking for help. I know I have felt like I have known it all, being in the business as long as you have, and I feel the same way. Well, I've done that. I know how to do that. I know how to do that. Maybe I don't, because I'm not getting the results I'm looking for. So I need to reach out and ask for help and have somebody else be a part of that 3-way call.
Yeah.
And see if those results start coming and get myself out of the way.
And it really is amazing. The way we've coached for years and years is not the way we're going to be coaching going forward. And it's so much better.
It is.
Really, it's so much better.
Absolutely.
Who else has something that they want to share from the convention? Don't be shy, ladies and gentlemen. Nancy Strauss, you're hiding there.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello. So tell us, share with us, besides walking across stage, by the way, as Integrated National Director, yay!
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry, I'm driving, so I'm not going to look at you when I talk. One of my favorite definitely be prepared to be inconvenienced. That is huge. There's going to be times where you get that phone call at 11 o'clock at night because you have somebody that's in California. Are you willing to do what it takes to get messy for a little while so that it's not messy later? I find that huge because I am definitely in the messy stage right now. There are times I get overwhelmed with, 65 coaches and then doing 3-way calls and doing Zooms and then taking care of all my clients. I'm just like, maybe I have to give up doing the hair that I do at home. Like, I feel like even that's getting snuffed out. It gets to be a lot. But look what's happening. Like, there's definite growth because I'm willing to do that, and my husband's supportive enough to understand, and so I'm going to just keep being inconvenienced and know it will get better with time. So that was huge. I also loved Dr. Anderson's class on leadership. I have always thought being a leader because I'm scared to death of the responsibility. Until like that V8 moment, I realized I'm the oldest of 4 kids and I have 4 kids. And if you have one client, you're a leader, because if someone follows you, you're a leader. Well, guess what? There's some attributes of leadership that I really needed to look at. And one of the things is how do you look on Facebook? Do you look chaotic with the things you post? Do you look unapproachable because you're so stinking busy? And I'm thinking, even when I post pictures of me at the beach, people are afraid to bother me because they think I'm on vacation, even though it's just another residence. No, but seriously, it's how you appear to other people. And so, and with this horrid election and getting as ugly as it does, like, what kind of stuff are you posting? I had one of my clients was complaining and very upset because of something one of my not plugged in coaches, had written something very offensive to her party, and she was very offended, and I had to try to make sure I played above the line and acknowledged her feelings and told her, you know, you're right, we shouldn't get political and offensive, and I changed the subject and tried to talk to her about her health journey that week and how's things going, and I just sort of redirected it and said, you're in charge of that friend button, you don't have to be friends. So you know, we just have to be careful.
Yeah.
What kind of quality, as people lead, your team will go like you go. So if you want a good team, you got to be good. You got to be open, but not so open that you're too transparent. But being 20% transparent, that's about right. But you don't want to overshare either. So I think it's balance, and staying above the line is really important when you're leading. And we're all leaders. As long as you have one client, you're leading. So that was really, I thought that was great.
And you know what, I think that is really kind of profound that we don't think about it. You know, we've lead during our lives so often that we don't even, in situations we don't even think are leadership positions, but people do look to us. We have to be a little bit aware of what we do on all kinds of, you know, sites and stuff like that. So Cliff, you're unmuted. Did you want to share something?
Yeah. The first meeting, it was the first group meeting.
Right.
What I loved was the word, we are a lifestyle brand.
What was that? Say it again.
We're a lifestyle brand.
Yeah.
You know, those words really solidified our mission to me. You know, we are a lifestyle brand. And because of that, and the whole changeover, it's a great opportunity for all of us to push the reset button, you know, to reach out to the people who in the past maybe didn't come on board, maybe they had issues with products, maybe they didn't see the whole picture. With Optavia, it's just such a great opportunity to spread the message again with a little bit of a different flavor. You know, I really like that. I think the biggest takeaway that I got was the ongoing discussion about getting messy, about making a decision to do the work. However, it was a great, I just need to see who said it. Yeah, I think it was Gina. It was Gina, JC, and Kevin Pinter. They all were talking about growing a business around what matters most. And while we should work as hard as we can, get uncomfortable, get messy, be inconvenienced, there's a balance. And the balance is putting what they call put the rocks in your schedule, the things that are non-negotiable. Because when those rocks are in place, then everything else we'll find the time to do all the other things. We can get inconvenient, but we never want to put family aside. You know, the things that are most important, whatever the things are that are important to us, put those in your schedule, build around it, and those rocks will stay there. So it's a balance of working real hard. You know, I'm forgetting how they said something about grit. You know, getting the grit, getting the movement. You know, getting busy, making a decision, and yet balancing it out with the things that do matter most. Because some of the things in our lives are non-negotiable, and we'll make it all work. But we can't lose sight of the things that are most important to us in pursuing our excellence.
I agree. And I got to tell you, to me, one of the most amazing things was just obviously a line. How many people have tried it? Oh my gosh! And how many of you are seeing interest, like clients that kind of were not interested? Are you starting to see people kind of pop up again? Yeah. And I think that this is such a great opportunity. We're crazy if we don't take advantage of this right now. Get the word out to everybody about what we now have to offer. There's just, they've taken away all the excuses. I somebody want to do this. And it's I'm telling you, it's just so fabulous. I'm in love with it. I love that cheddar biscuit. I don't know what I love the most. I've got.
I love that the chocolate cherry ganache bar. Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
And for me, it's the coconut curry almond bar. I love that one. Me and Deb, right? Yep. Okay, good. All right. Who has anybody else have anything that they want to share with the group? And I really wanted, Deb, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so just one thing about the coconut curry bar, it kind of has a Thai flavor, which I think is really kind of cool.
And to me, it's like a big old Mounds bar. I love it.
I think it's the curry part, but it's kind of neat. But anyway, Sharon Moore, I think, I had gone to Amber Smithson's class on Friday, and she was talking about getting in the rhythm of habits, getting in the rhythm of plugging in, sharing, acquisition, and there was so much that I pulled together, but I'm still trying to get to the point where I'm not afraid to ask.
Good.
It's a big thing for me. Because I'm still trying to get over. I don't want to be a salesperson.
We're not.
Sharing a gift.
Right. And I think that if we get that out of our minds, because we don't sell, we have something, and if it works for somebody and it's a fit for somebody, that's terrific. And if it's not, it's not. Our job is there to offer. That's.
And
You're right.
of that,
If you don't ask, the answer is always no. But,
yeah, speaking of that, we always have now Optavia 30 to offer somebody.
I know.
They may not be ready, but you know what? I would love for you to join our community, get a feel of what's going. We can set them. They don't have to be a client to be on Optavia 30.
And our existing clients, great way to get them reconnected. Hey, maybe they've kind of fallen off the wagon a little bit. Let's get you started with this.
Yeah, get them plugged into the texts every day. That might help motivate somebody.
Absolutely. And know that, and for you to follow up and say, hey, what did you think about day 3, whatever. That was a great message or something. I think it's terrific. So let me ask Kate, Mary Beth, Nancy, whatever, how did Saturday go? Because I got rave reviews from one of my coaches who attended that.
Saturday was great.
Yeah.
It was great. We had about 31 people.
Good.
So it was fantastic. We started with the trilogy, and then we had some people who were our clients, but they actually stayed for part of the health coach training because they are possibly interested in becoming coaches.
That's awesome.
Yeah, a lot of excitement in the room. We had so many positive comments and feedback, so we were all very happy with it.
And did you shared the whole Optavia thing with everybody?
Well, we shared what we could, as much as out there. We had, the slides that we had were taken just from the training. So, as a picture of a slide. We explained that, and that, there's more information, and we made sure that all the coaches knew where they could find the information and when the next training was.
Great. Yeah, and I think those are so wonderful, and really anybody who has, Tina, you have friends and, Carlton has family back here in Philadelphia. It's a great venue for them to be able to actually see what we do. That's it. All right, so we're getting close to the 8 o'clock hour, but I want to know, is there anybody else? I see Dr. Eric Stockman's on here for a minute. Eric, anything you want to share with the group about convention?
Yeah, can you hear me okay?
Just about, yeah, barely, but yes.
All right, sorry about that.
That's okay.
It may have been said because I just jumped on, but I was struck because a lot of us have been in this now, 5 to 10 years. I really think that the launch of the Optavia line and Optavia 30 gave, I would say, 800 of the 3,700 people who were there an opportunity to refocus on their health.
Mm-hmm.
And Carol and I have been talking about this too. Many of the workshop breakout slides, the last slide was, if you're not working on your own health, none of this matters.
Yeah.
Especially Dan Valentine makes a very big point almost in any of his trainings, and it was on the last night's leadership call, I think, and also last Thursday and last Monday, that the 6 blended path, or the 5 steps to senior coach, whatever it is, all of those steps.
Yep. You're kind of breaking up. You must be going through a bad cell. You're not.
To convention,
Right.
have very much been focusing on their own health, and I think that's going to speak volumes for our business.
I know for a fact that there are so many coaches who have life happens, and have gotten really invigorated and recommitted to their health as a result of this change with Optavia, and it's wonderful. All right, guys. So this is I really think this month could be a tremendous month for you. People are coming back from vacations. A lot of times what people will do is even they want to order in August so that they can get started in September. So just make sure that you're really just open, have your antenna up, be open for opportunities to just share with people what we have new that we didn't have before the whole Optavia, and especially our community approach and our team approach to coaching is so wonderful. Set up 3-way calls, set up Zoom calls, celebration calls. You have a new coach or a coach that's getting reconnected, set up a meet and greet so that we can get them really excited and back in the fold. So and like I said when I started with my takeaway moment, I'm very happy to be inconvenienced for the rest of this year. I'd love to see next year, if I go global, but honestly by convention, I want this whole group to be up there on stage. And there's no reason that we can't be. We've got so much to offer, and we have so many people who need what we have. So it was such a thrill to have Nancy up there on stage. I was in tears just to see what has happened, and that's absolutely possible for every single one of you. If you want it, it's possible. And I know for a fact Lori and Wayne are committed to work with us. I'm recommitted to work with everybody. So just don't let your misconceptions hold you back. Don't let your fears hold you back. Think big, and let's go. Right? All right, everybody. I hope you have a great night. I hope August is a terrific month. And please reach out if I can do anything for you. All right, everybody. Good night.
Good night.
Bye. Bye, Jim Bob. Everything.